Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's show. Just turn the music down. It is Wednesday the 25th of June 2025. I hope you're all doing well. I'm very sorry for the late start tonight, everyone. Life admin calls, but we are here indeed. So welcome, thanks for joining us. If you're watching us, make sure you say hello. It might be a bit of a shorter show tonight. We've got a big weekend lined up for the Melbourne EV Show, so we'll talk about that very shortly. But hello, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll try and get through some news for you guys as always in the EV space. But before we start, just wanted to thank our sponsors once again, My Car, Tyre and Auto. Thank you also to Hankook Driving Emotion. Attended a Hankook event this week, launching some new tyres, so stay tuned for some content from the channel from Hankook. And also thank you to Carloop as well, data to empower Australia's EV revolution. Speaking of which, let's welcome our co-host for this evening, of course, as always, Riz from Carloop. Hey Riz, how you going?
Good to be on. I think it's going to be an exciting, quick show after, what's ahead in the next couple of days, which I'm sure we'll talk about.
Yeah, very exciting stuff coming up, of course, in Melbourne. Looking forward to joining you there, Riz, of course. But before we do that, let's say hello to our special guest for this evening, as always. Hello, Roland from Zapped YouTube channel. Hey, Roland, how are you?
Good, thanks, Tom. Hey, Riz. Good evening, everyone.
And right on cue, Jason has, yes, make sure you subscribe to Roland's YouTube channel there. There's the address on screen. Zapped AU is the tag. All right. Let's go into our first plug for the night, which is, of course, we talked about this earlier, the Melbourne International EV Auto Show at the Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre. Riz and myself will be there, along with Sam Evans from Electric Viking and a few others as well. Lots of things to talk about, of course. V2G, Xpeng, I think, launched, well, they released a press release today. The P7 Plus will be shown in Melbourne for the first time outside of China, so looking forward to seeing that. Lots of cars on display, and lots of panels to chat to industry experts about as well, Riz. So looking forward to that coming up this weekend.
Yeah, it should be good. I think we also have, obviously, Tesla Owners Club of Australia and Australian Electric Vehicle Association also with their stalls. They're sharing information, all good things around EVs. And yeah, on top of some of those new cars, there may be a few special, some that have been featured on this channel before, such as the Rolls-Royce Spectre itself. A few, I think, Ferrari plug-in hybrids and other sports and supercars as well on display. We really looking exciting to see some of those ones that we can actually test drive as well. So the whole test drive area will be open, so come and check them out.
Yeah, I think I saw Lamborghini as well on the press walk around, so yeah, it should be good. Lots of supercars, as Riz said. And yeah, for some reason they've got me presenting on the Rolls-Royce Spectre. Obviously, they see me as a valued individual, not quite ultra high net worth, but obviously valued enough to talk about the car. So I'll do my best.
Well, Tom, you know what they say? They see you rolling, they're hating, so they want you to.
Don't forget your suit.
Yes, suit, whatever else, tuxedo. But don't overdress yourself. People may confuse you for the legendary Jackie Chan.
So, there's no risk of overdressing, Riz. Don't worry.
That's right.
keeping it casual. Thank you, Jason. This is Riz's, Carloop's YouTube channel, so check that out as well. Carloop 8192. Much appreciated. What car am I driving in Melbourne? No, it's going to be a large flying car, not Xpeng's. It's just it's one run by a commercial, not Bonza either. Sorry, Riz. Another commercial airline flying me down there.
Look, we're still working on getting our fleet back up, so it's all good, Tom. It's all good. Your loyalty program, the frequent flyers, is still active.
Yeah, so we've got a 2-for-1 offer in the video description. So if you're still interested in going down this weekend, whether you're in Melbourne or elsewhere, that's a special offer. 2-for-1, $17.50 per ticket. I think it works out to be. It's pretty good. Hello to our regular viewers and members too. I can see you guys in the chat. I'll put the show comments on stage. There we go, so you can see yourselves chatting away there. So thank you, much appreciated. Daryl's flying down from Sydney for the show. Fantastic. Thanks for your support, Daryl. And I see Daryl is also a member as well as of tonight, so really appreciate that. Thank you, Daryl. Alrighty, so let's keep pushing on with tonight's news. Like I said, it's going to be a short one. We've got lots of commitments this weekend, of course, Riz and myself, so we'll try and whip through the news. I think the one I want to talk about, guys, is the NIO Firefly, of course, spotted. Well, it was kind of last week, really, but we'll talk about it today. Spotted on the streets of, where are we? Was this in Sydney? I don't even know. Somewhere in
I
Australia.
think it looks like Melbourne. There's a
Melbourne.
there's a low hanging bridge further down the road. That's usually the ones a lot of trucks get stuck under. I think
yep.
it's in South Melbourne.
Okay, well, there's no risk of this getting stuck under that bridge, I'm sure. It's
No.
a very cute little thing. The NIO
Well,
Firefly.
it can fly over it.
Can it Firefly?
Well,
Yeah, so Riz and I had a chance to look at this. I think maybe, Roland, you might have seen it overseas too, the Firefly?
Didn't get to see that in person, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty special little car. I think, we're talking very, very small city car, very cute. Still, it's got all the mod cons on the inside, so looking forward to seeing this on the streets of Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, and other cities around Australia. I think it might be a good little addition to other cars like, the Insta, the Picanto from the ICE market.
it's very fun to drive. I had an opportunity to drive it around a closed little car park in Shanghai, and it drives like a mini. Like, it's very fun. It's very intuitive. The UI, they've done an awesome job at how clean it is, and it just looks apart. Some say it looks to be inspired by the iPhone's tri-camera setup on the headlights and the tail lights, but NIO claims it's fully unique. And I mean, there's no point covering the badge of the car when you can clearly tell what it is, but it does drive really well. So it's a good sign. I think it's just being tested at the moment, but hopefully we'll have some news on its potential launch later this year.
Yeah, so looking at the size of this car, actually, because I've got a question here from Lewis. Seagull size is actually a little bit bigger, I think. It's 4 meters in length. The Seagull is 3.7, but that might be the Chinese version. I'm not sure how long the Dolphin Mini or Dolphin Surf is. Might be a little bit longer for ANCAP reasons, potentially. So, yeah, I think it'd be a cute little thing. I wouldn't mind seeing the Geely, what's it called? The Xingyan as well, the Geome. Hope that makes it to Australia. I wouldn't mind seeing more city cars like this. So watch this space, as Riz said. I think it should hopefully land later this year, Riz, if not early next year.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And the difference with this car is it's NIO's cheapest offering, but it doesn't feel cheap on the inside. It's designed for the European markets, although it launched in China first. And just a couple of days ago in China, they've not cut the price of the car, but they've offered it with battery as a service. Can you guys hear Riz?
Yep. Okay, that's me then. I can't hear.
It's all right. So they've launched it with battery as a service, which means you just rent the battery. Yeah.
Sorry.
All good. Cool. Tom, you're on mute. Oh. He's working on it. Not yet. It's mute.
Can you hear me now?
We can.
Oh, It's like a terrible Zoom call. I'm sorry. That's that dial up again. Someone's on the phone.
Jason's on the money. Have you tried to off it on again?
Yeah. I know, right? You can't trust tech sometimes. Apologies. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm sure you were saying something very insightful there, but I'm back. All right. Yes, call tech support. Yep. Tech support has been fixed. All right. So that's the Firefly. Yes, looking forward to seeing that in Australia. Might just whip through also some, I guess, end of financial year offers. You're right, Lewis. It wouldn't happen in the Spectre. I'm not in the Spectre at the moment, though, sadly. So, sorry, we'll just cut to this one. Thanks, Jim Hook from For the Burbs. G'day all. I've seen an email from Macquarie Park Innovation District today saying that Geely and Zeekr are opening up HQs in Macquarie Park. Awesome. I think Zeekr's already in Macquarie Park, aren't they?
Yeah. They're already there.
I think Geely are there as well. So
maybe maybe the facilities team in that office complex have just got the memo, so they're sending it out to everybody else.
It's either that, or are they potentially actually moving offices like within that district?
Maybe they're merging into one, like a big conglomerate.
Yeah, that's right. Geely Park. Yeah, that is in
Jeez.
Sydney, Lewis. That's right. It's in like kind of like Roland. Would you say like our Silicon Valley of Sydney? I suppose it's probably the closest we think we
On a
have.
much smaller scale, but yeah.
Yeah, mini Silicon Valley, dirty Nickel Valley, whatever you want to
Nickel
call it.
Valley.
Thanks, Grandpa, for the Ludicrous Feed memberships. Much appreciated. Awesome. All right, that's so. Sorry, I was talking about the Zeekr. Yes, so interviewer offers. So Zeekr's got this one. We've got Zeekr offering $3,500 for the Zeekr X off the all-wheel drive, and a home charger, and 12 months unlimited free charging from EV, and Zeekr 009 $5,000 factory bonus. Also a free home charger and free unlimited public charging from EV for 12 months as well. So that is Zeekr. And we've also got Daryl, who just talked about as a new member. He mentioned that Deepal's doing an end of year financial year sale as well, including 1 year free charging. And what else have we got? So now on special, $49,990 for the S07. It was $58,500, so pretty good price there. Puts it on par with the Zeekr X at the moment, which is pretty good. I guess last week, guys, we talked about the S07 with the with the ADAS and potentially undrivable without turning it off. So I think Daryl might actually be an owner himself. So thanks, Daryl, for all these posts. So software updated in our Tarman at the Deepal showroom. He said, I now have removed the black tape from my driver distraction detection camera, and now no annoying beeps. Yay, we'll test more in the coming days. Fantastic. That's great. Yeah, I've asked Deepal also for a new loan of this car, so just to verify that'd be good. Anyone else own a Deepal in the chat and verify that for us too? I know Daryl said he went to the showroom to get it updated, but hopefully over the update as well for everyone else. So we'll see. All right. Do we have news, Riz, for the SO5 or the what's the other one? The cyber EO7. Yeah. Any deliveries yet of those cars?
No, not deliveries, but I think the EO7 was approved in the ADRs maybe a week or two ago.
Yep. About 2 weeks, I think it was.
Which one? The EO7?
Yeah,
EO7. Yep.
Okay, cool. That's good. Daryl's saying the speed and lane keeping still make a bit of noise. Okay. That's good to know. Awesome. Yeah, Jason, I'm with you there. It should be 48,888, 100%. Yep.
Drive away as well.
Right. That's right, Roland. Drive away. 100%. Brett says BYD awarding non-Eagers dealerships. Okay, yep. The Shacks Group in Fremantle, an independent dealership opening up new BYD dealership. Good. Sweeping changes from BYD HQ, taking over distributorship in Australia. James saying, exactly a week since I got BYD SL7 and I'm loving it. Good. Congratulations.
Hey.
And he's saying apparently Zeekr 7X launches tomorrow in Hong Kong. Hey, that should be good.
Ooh.
Could be interesting price-wise. Yeah, absolutely. We'll keep an eye on that. Awesome. Speaking of little cars, guys, so got BYD's Seagull or Dolphin Mini, Dolphin Surf, whatever you want to call it, reaches 1 million sales in just over 2 years. That's good. Go with the low-cost EVs.
That's it, and there's thousands of them heading on brand new ships that BYD is just taken delivery of, heading over to Europe. So I think this is going to be a pretty popular car in the European market as well.
Yeah, Michael's asking any update on the BYD Seagull pricing indications. Oh, let's play a guessing game. What do you reckon, gents?
I think the base model, they have to have it at 22,888, and then they can have the other one, the more premium one, at 26,888.
I was going to say top spec 28,888. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
So I think very, very aligned. So BYD, if you're listening,
Yeah.
sub 30K.
As long as there's an 8 in there somewhere, preferably at the last number, 168, 188, it's fine. Yep.
Didn't they do that with the Seal at one stage when they launched it? It was like can't remember what the price was, but it was like 49,888 or something for the
Dynamic.
entry level. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, we can't have a 4 strolling. Can't have 4. Can have 8. 20, 25, 25,888 for mid-spec maybe. It's more palatable. Yeah, but in all seriousness, I think it's got to be sub 25 surely, starting price for this thing. It has to be. Has to be.
Well, the way things are looking, it's taken about 3 to 6 months after these cars are launched into European market where there's a bit more action in the right-hand drive sort of export markets. But this time around, there must be right-hand drive cars because they are going to the UK as well.
Yeah, the UK Chinese cars tend to be more expensive, right? I guess they've got tariffs and they've got, like, for example, I think they look at when I post a video on the Chinese cars here, they always say, "Wow, that's a lot cheaper than what we get over there." I think an MG S5 I just reviewed, like they're talking $70,000 for that, well, the equivalent of 70,000 Australian dollars for that car, whereas we're starting at 40 something drive away. So we get it pretty good here, just due to our proximity. It's pretty good.
A tad bit more sun as well.
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, Jason's saying 8888. Yeah, they would fly off the shelf for that price. Definitely. Was 888 lease payments of 88.
Oh.
Yep, I'm up for that. That'd be a good deal. 888 lease payments. That's a lot, though, isn't it? That's like years, many years. Yeah, mid-20s would easily compete with the likes of Picanto. Yep, agreed. I wonder if they'll do like a essentials like Seagull, like just trim it right down, like just wheels and chairs and that's it.
Yeah,
That'll still sell.
plain Seagull, no wings attached.
That's the 8888 version, just like essentials. Yeah, what ANCAP will it get? Yeah, good question, Warren. I'm curious to see. I mean, the Insta hasn't got an ANCAP rating yet, so I want to see what that one gets before Seagull. Yeah, cool. All right, let's keep pushing on, guys. Just a shorter show, like I said, so we'll keep pushing on with more stories. Sticking with BYD news. So here is Real Center to Left X account, quote, or tagging me and Riz with a Facebook post on the BYD Tesla V3, V4 issue. So this should be good. It says, "Hi, Richard. Thank you for your email. At BYD, we take pride in our battery technology leadership and are committed to ensuring broad charging compatibility to address access to Tesla V3, V4 chargers and enhance charging flexibility. BYD has developed a retrofit charging harness. Hey, we expect it to arrive in Australia shortly, after which it will undergo thorough testing and validation. Once we are confident it meets our high standards, we will make it available for customers who require it. This will be an optional upgrade, and while we are still finalizing pricing, we are working to keep the cost as low as possible. Extended range harness will be available first, with the standard range version arriving shortly after." Wow, that's the first I've heard from BYD about this, apart from the usual "we're working on it." This is a bit more depth.
It's a little bit more depth. I have to sort of agree with Jason's comment there. It is a little bit of a same old story because I think I saw this somewhere a couple of months ago, not in this format. Obviously, they've done a bit of editing in this email, running it through ChatGPT and making it a bit more formal. But I think the way it is, it's still no movement. It's still no movement because they're talking about validation. How much validation do you need of an adapter or whatever it is? We thought we had resolved that with the seal. So yeah.
But to be fair, I think there's a little bit more detail than the, we appreciate your, patience. We understand the concern. We're working on it. But at least they're addressing the V3, V4 charger issue. They've set a retrofit charging harness. There's even talk of cost. So finalizing pricing. I don't think I've seen this kind of wording yet, guys, unless I'm mistaken.
It is a bit more thorough.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I mean, will this upset some owners who think this might be a warranty issue? Like, will people be happy to pay? At what cost? Whereas, the Seal owners got it for free. Like, I got it for free. And a lot of owners did as well. So, yeah. I guess we'll keep it. We haven't forgotten about you, Atto 3 owners, guys. So we are keeping an eye on this. So thank you, Richard, for tagging me and Riz. We'll certainly keep an eye on this issue moving forward.
I still feel
Tristan.
like they should have done it for free. Sorry, Tom.
Yeah, no, you're right, Roland. Absolutely, I agree.
Like, these guys were the first early supporters of the brand.
Yeah.
They're the ones now that are got a sour taste in your mouth, right? Like if you go,
Yeah.
okay, well now you can charge there if you want to, but there's a cost. I think even if it's $100 per argument's sake, it's the principle of the matter. We were there as an owner to support the brand coming in, and now this is what happens.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully with the HQ guys taking over the distributorship, there's a bit more accountability there. So we'll try and chase this issue up. They know there must be some backlash if they try to charge Atto 3 owners. Like, it's obvious, right? So Tristan says I got the exact same response from them 2 months ago. Interesting.
I guess what's involved in that in this testing? Are they planning on sending, I don't know, SpaceX rocket ships up there where they're doing a bit more testing? Shit doesn't blow up. But I mean, seriously, it's you don't want owners to go and start to retrofit stuff. That's when things get dangerous. And we've sort of covered this on the show for, I don't know, 18 months now, that you don't want to get to that stage, because that will get dangerous. And it doesn't matter how safe your battery is. You attach something to the car that, may not be built in the same factory as the other BYDs. And it's hopefully they can resolve it.
Yeah, we've had viewers tell us, yes, there's stuff on engineering forums where you can develop your own adapter. Like, we don't advocate for that because basically, as Riz said, don't mess around too much with it unless you absolutely know what you're doing. So that's why we've stopped at sort of showing what's been done to try and get this working. So hopefully the solution is coming soon from OEM rather than a workaround, so to speak. Yep. Lewis, I agree. It doesn't feel right to charge for a fix when the seal owners didn't get charged. I agree. Yep.
And they're still not charging at the superchargers.
Yeah, that's right. We don't want the Atto 3 owners to turn into attorney 3 owners. We've seen a few examples of class actions starting to be talked about in forums. Yeah, so let's hope this gets fixed. Okay, on to other news. So Tesla Model Y has been named Australia's best mid-size electric SUV in the inaugural 2025 CarExpert Choice Awards. All right, there you go. CarExpert now dishing out awards of their own. That's great. Beat up the C-Line 7 and Volkswagen ID4 for the title. CarExpert said it still has the flashy tech but minimalistic styling Tesla is known for. But the cabin is now a more appealing place to be and the ride is more comfortable. That I could agree with. If rivals had finally caught up to the pre-update Model Y, then Tesla has moved the goalposts again. Yeah, nice little summary.
Quick question on the ID4. Has anyone taken any deliveries on the car? Like, how is that even in the running as a, I don't know, top 3 SUVs or top 3 electric cars in the country?
Oh, so Christopher, one of our viewers, Christopher Hunt, he took a delivery of a ID4, a showroom car, and I think he helped. I posted a video of his charging at a supercharger. Yes, so we've got that one was possibly his, Riz, that one delivery on your chart a couple of months ago. That might have been the only one. So congratulations,
Maybe it was part of the marketing agreement.
That's right. Yeah, no, the ID4 is not a bad little car. Just, as with VW, the software is just letting it down a little bit, but it drives spectacularly, as does the Cupra. So, yeah, that's something at least. But yeah, I agree with the CarExpert summary. Yep, great car, much better drive now, very comfortable. They fixed the suspension issue, so yeah, very good value. Definitely, I think worth. I think the title of best midsize is probably warranted. I think so far they've done a great job. So well done. Lewis says there seems to be an ID buzz at the local VW dealership in Springwood too. Fantastic. Good. I've managed to, it's a secure one for the channel for a test loan in a few weeks. So looking forward to the short wheelbase version of the ID buzz. So stay tuned, everyone. So more Tesla news. So Tom Drew, country manager on LinkedIn, says, What have we got here? So this is Abbotsford, Victoria. Has doubled capacity, now featuring 8 stalls, open to all CCS2 compatible vehicles. There you go, open access. Well done. That's good. That's in the city centre, right, Riz? Abbotsford? Kind of?
Yeah, it's pretty close to the city, one of the closer charges to the CBD East. It used to have, I believe, 4, and now they've just added another 4 down in that shopping centre car park.
Okay. That's good. And open access as well, so that's great. Amsalaga asks, any update on the shortfalls of the ID for connectivity and wireless CarPlay? I think Christopher did tell me that connectivity might be there. I'm not entirely certain, but he says he was told that it is there in that car. But not in my press car, but in his car, apparently. He's got it. He's got access to the app. So that's all I can tell you. Does it have wireless CarPlay? No, it didn't. It was wired for my press car. How is Skoda doing in Australia, asks Paul. That might be a question for Riz. How are they doing?
I think they're doing all right with the ENIAC. I'm not sure how Elrock's going, but I'm keen to drive some of their cars just to see, obviously they'll be very similar to the VW vehicles, but see how they're a little bit different to Cupra and the rest. So hopefully June figures we'll have next week or so.
The ENIAC is on the same modular platform, right? The same VW platform that ID4's on and Cupra, so on. Yeah. So yeah, you're right. It's VW.
Haven't seen many on the road.
Yeah, not too many, I must agree. Yes, thank you, Jason. Thank you for the $5. Thank you, Paul. Much appreciated. Yes, Elrock is coming out very soon. Correct. Try and get those for you guys on the channel. All right, keep pushing along here, guys. So more FSD examples here. This is in Berlin. Left-hand drive. We saw that in Melbourne, of course, FSD doing hook turns in Melbourne. So good to see this in other cities as well. This time in Europe. The Brandenburg Gate, I think that is, in Berlin. Famous landmark. Fantastic. Well, not quite through it, around it. Not a hook turn though, right, Riz? Not a hook turn. Am I on delay? I'm not sure. All right. I'll keep pushing on, guys. So this is Rahul, used to be on the show. So Giga Texas production now uses FSD unsupervised to deliver cars from end of line to outbound logistics lot. That's great. Over 50,000 driverless miles have been accrued between California and Texas factories so far. That's excellent. That's innovation for you. That's good. All right. I'll keep going. So Cameron says Leapmotor C16 launched in China. 4.9 meter body, 5 seats. Looks very similar to the C10,
Pretty
Roland.
big.
Yep.
Just bigger. It's a nice color.
Yeah.
Got the color right.
There are some nice colours in China, guys. I mean, we just don't get them here, do we? Unfortunately.
We've got a lot of bland colors.
There's the Hong Kong event we went to is there was a nice lavender coloured XG6, which is a shame we don't get that here. Yep.
Yeah, this purple is quite unique and nice. I think the closest thing, well, not the closest thing, but the only other color we get from Leapmotor is that jade, that green that they've got. But yeah, not this. If you're listening, Leapmotor, if you really want to take a leap on the Australian market, please bring this color.
Nice. Yeah, so 4.9 meters is quite a big car actually, bigger than
Big.
Tesla Model Y. Big wheelbase, 2.8 meters. Looks quite nice. I mean, look, a lot of the Chinese brands look very similar on the inside, which is good. They all pretty good quality now. They love this little fluffy pillow thing. I've seen that a lot in their cars. Looks like very much a lifestyle kind of car. 6-seat configuration too. Interesting. Yeah. 81 kilowatt hour battery, so fairly big. Nice. Was it the B10, Riz? Which one's the next one coming from Leapmotor?
Yeah, I think it is the B10, the smaller version of the C10, but they've launched the C10 EREV, the plug-in hybrid first in Australia. So hopefully the B10 is not too far. It'd be interesting what they price that at. Surely 39 or 38,888 would be ideal for a starting price of the B10.
Yeah, you would think so, right? The C16 starting at 21,000 US, so about 30 grand. Good price. I'm sure it'll be a bit more expensive here. There you go, C16. Roland, some ADRs approved this week, I can see. 009, another variant.
Yeah, single motor. So my guesstimate is 10,000 less, perhaps. Maybe that's wishful thinking, but still an expensive car. It's about $150,000 drive away at the moment. It's 149 something for the 7-seater, and I think 6-seater is about 153 drive away. So the ADR approval indicates there is the single motor in that new approval. So hopefully that helps with the pricing. And then the only other difference I remember seeing in that was 19-inch wheels as opposed to 20. So obviously that'll be a bit more comfortable ride, and it'll be better, I guess, on range. There wasn't information on whether or not they exclude air suspension though. That was the next one that I was thinking around potential price differences. Like if they had to start stripping things out to make a more budget-friendly version, air suspension would definitely be one. Easily thousands of dollars.
Yeah, check that out. Yeah, seen a few of these around the North Shore of Sydney. Not bad. Nice looking vehicle on the road. Big though, very big car. Nice, you got a big family. Not a bad looking car either. Question for us. Have you seen some of the full screen videos, or some of the videos showing future electric cars with full screen head-up display? How cool is that? Just like driving a computer game. Or it feels like, like Iron Man or Spider-Man. They've got the full display in front of them.
Jarvis, everything.
Yeah.
It makes you think though, how much of a distraction would it be, like, as we're kind of evolving to that technology? Like, hit someone. Oh, sorry, I was just looking at changing the song. I mean,
yeah. Maybe for like the passenger side, for song changes, right? But maybe for the road, for you, maybe just like the AR, like the map, directions, arrows going this way or that. That wouldn't be too bad. But you're right. I think having too much on the screen would definitely be a distraction, for sure. Oh, I think Riz might be back. You're back, Riz. Oh, I think you're on mute.
No, you've got a mute issue.
Do I? I think I'm
there
back.
We go.
No, you're okay.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
You're back. Excellent. Yeah, we're just talking about this quote here from Chris O. Like head-up display on our cars one day, full screen projection, rather than just a little head-up display in the middle. Could be distracting. No, Riz didn't do a runner. He's still here.
Look, Bonza, sometimes the in-flight entertainment and Wi-Fi doesn't always work as you want it to.
I mean, your platinum lifetime with Bonza is surely you've got Wi-Fi on board.
Look, we're using telegraph poles above the fuselages to get the signal on there.
Poor old Bonza. All right, let's keep going. A few more articles to get through, guys, towards the end here. We've got a recall from Polestar. 23 Polestar 2s are under recall. Braking performance loss with regen braking, I think this says, Roland?
Yeah, regen braking, yep. Only 23 though, so a bit odd. Very odd number, 23. Like, you'd usually expect hundreds, but I mean, Riz will lean to your guidance. Have they been selling well? Like, is 23 the sales number?
No, definitely more than that, but might be just the batch of cars, but yeah, quite interesting. One pedal driving.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Well, hopefully they fix that quick smart. Glennie says, I think the future is car karaoke. There's certain someone here has demonstrated. 100%. Yeah, definitely for the passenger side. Maybe not for the driver's side, but yeah, 100%. You haven't lived till you've tried karaoke. Whether it be
That's
But
Tesla
imagine
or
that
BYD.
in heads up display, like you're driving and you've got the lyrics that pop up as well. You'll master all the songs you want.
I'm all for full self-driving, just for karaoke, guys, just to get from to my destination.
I actually just quickly in China, a lot of the vehicles that I've tried, even just their the IM L6, I had a test drive of that, and whatever song's playing, it's actually got the lyrics on one of the screens, sort of near where your speedo is supposed to be. So it just like literally you're driving and you've got this lyrics just going up and down. And I'm
Just
like,
as I
who
said, it
needs to know
already
what
exists.
they're singing? This was like, you know, songs out of the US and I think Ed Sheeran and others. And it's literally got them just going. And I'm like, that's a bit distracting, but apparently that's a thing. People want to know what lyrics of the song is as they're driving. Apparently that's not distractive enough.
Then again, in China, I've seen people on their mobile phones, on their bikes and scooters and cars, so completely different rules there. Don't know. Yeah, no, karaoke, I'm all for it. Just do it safely, guys. Yeah, question about my car. Yes, I am selling the Seal. Good segue. Haven't sold it yet. Had a couple of offers. So yeah, just waiting for the right price. It is your job, the viewer, to guess that price and then buy it from me. So find that reserve price and we'll talk. So yeah, not yet, guys, but I'm sure it's close. In-car rock band, yeah, like Wayne's World. Was it Wayne's World with the Queen song?
Hey Tom, there's just a question in the chat there from Pauline, who I think also asked me this on one of the Zeekr Facebook groups.
Oh, yep.
So, yeah, that's obviously the 7X is such a hotly anticipated car from Zeekr, the way it looks, and I guess, we're pretty excited after sort of seeing snippets of it at the Shanghai Auto Show, and hopefully it's not too far. From what I hear, they are preparing to get the car sort of over to us. Malaysia's had a bit of a preview. We heard earlier Hong Kong might also have theirs as well. So right-hand drive markets are starting to sort of receive their first, at least, sort of display vehicles. Fingers crossed we'll see one soon here in Australia. And as far as I know, the company and the dealers are getting ready for that product, its unveiling and its launch. So it's not too far.
Not too far. Hopefully a good price as well, Riz. Mid-60s, Roland?
Fingers crossed. I'm hoping 65,888 as a starting price for the entry-level fastest charging car in the country with the 75 kilowatt-hour golden battery. But, you never know. We'll find out.
And then hopefully it goes just to 88,888. They cap it there, not 98,888.
No. 88, drive 88. Away, 888.
Yep, that's it.
No more to pay.
No more to
pay. That's right. That's all you can get. Nothing more. All right, a couple more articles, guys, to the end. We've got more from Roland. So more recalls from Mustang Mach-E.
Yeah, if you open up the picture, it's just under 30,000. So, Riz, do you have any info on, I guess, the Mach-E numbers? Because obviously that's just a small subset from that.
My understanding was, and I may be wrong, it's under 1,000 cars. Like, it's not, okay. They haven't been selling too many of those, particularly in the early days when they had like multiple price cuts on the car. And unless you're a very diehard Ford fan, maybe not a Mustang fan, but diehard Ford fan, and you wanted to go electric, that's who bought them. So I'll double check the numbers, but I'm pretty sure it was either under 1,000 or just a bit over that.
To be fair, look, the Mach-E is actually quite a nice car. It's got Android Automotive, drives pretty well, looks good. Just a shame hasn't sold that well, but yeah, the price is obviously an issue. They've dropped it, I think, recently. I think a refresh is coming too, if I'm not mistaken, guys. So try and get one for the channel. I think we'll finish off with this one. Lei Jun, founder of Xiaomi, saying yes, Model Y is his target, like every other car maker. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Whether we can see this in Australia, Xiaomi SU7, YU7, we shall see. Thanks, Lei Jun. That's good. Sorry, guys, no
Fingers
audio.
crossed.
力而言的话呢，我特别有信心。至于我们的销量能不能超过 Model Y，就看大。
Wouldn't that be good, Riz, to see that Xiaomi SU7 at the Melbourne show tomorrow?
Well,
Thursday, Friday.
well, fingers crossed. I think Lei Jun must have DM'd you to say there's one coming, because obviously he wants to make sure that that's the car you're presenting, not the Spectre. But if Lei Jun can live up to his name, but jokes aside, I think that is probably the only car to launch out of China in the last, well, as far as Model Y has been there, to have a real go at the Model Y in terms of true Model Y killer, if there is such a thing, because there's a lot of cars have tried. Onvo, Xpeng G6, a lot of them we're getting now, so they're all very good quality products, but just none has really gone there. So this is the first car that I think will have a real hot sort of take at the Model Y. But yeah, I mean, they need to ramp their production up. This could be, I don't think Model Y is going to lose its top selling spot for another year or so, at the very least in the Chinese market.
Look, Tesla is Tesla because of the charging network. It's easy enough to plug in. So once Xpeng, BYD, Zeekr bring their stuff over, then I think it could be a game changer. So until then, yeah, Tesla's got the lead, I think. Now I've got some news from Jay. Pre-order for the 7X, 65k to 70k on roads for rear-wheel drive, 70 to 78 for long range, plus on roads. There you go. And he's expecting a test drive in December 2025 for the 7X before taking delivery in Jan 26. Interesting. Okay, thanks, Jay. That must be some news from the dealer, perhaps. So thanks for sharing that. Will Xpeng be available for test drives at this weekend's show? Absolutely. Good segue. Thank you, Shadow. So we've got Xpeng G6 there. Zeekr's there. The Rolls-Royce Spectre is there. Lots to see at the Melbourne show. Link in the video description below. Riz and I will be there. Half-price tickets, 2-for-1 offer. So if you're in Melbourne, come check it out. And yeah, it should be a good show. Lots to talk about. Lots of cars to see. Including the Rolls-Royce Spectre, of course, as we keep mentioning.
That's right. For those that are also, I guess, there's also a raffle. You can win a car. You can win an Xpeng G6 as well. And I think the proceeds go to the Breast Cancer Foundation. So if anyone that's interested, Google that G6 raffle and yeah, attend the show. Use the 2-for-1 offer that Tom's got down there, and yeah, should be a good show.
Absolutely. I might just mention this too as a PSA. Yeah, so Gold Coast City Council is currently investigating the status of some of its electric vehicle charging stations and has removed them from the ChargeFox app. According to ChargeFox, this action follows reports of inoperable chargers and the acquisition of the charger manufacturer by a new owner. Interesting. Might have to follow that up next week, I think. Was it Tritium, guys? I'm not sure. I'll have to.
Yeah, there were the Tritium chargers up there. Not sure who this new owner is. But yeah, interesting times.
Yep. Yes, the G9 P7 Plus will be there. P7 Plus first time outside of China, I believe.
Yeah, outside of, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, should be good. Yep. Excellent. I wanted to show one more thing. Actually, forgot to show this one before we sign off for the night. I think Cadillac, just some news from Cadillac, just to share. They are connected services are arriving in Australia and New Zealand. There you go. If you are lucky enough to own a Cadillac Lyric, I think it's called Lyric. Yeah. Yes, it is. Sport edition, and what's the other one called? Premium, luxury, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's good. Connectivity is important for EVs, absolutely, as we found out from other brands. Thank you, Cadillac. And I had the Xpeng press release as well. I've lost it, but yeah, let me see. Oh, here it is. So P7 P7 Plus, first time outside of China. There's also G6 SUV, and the G9 will be there as well. And the X9, I think it's probably the older X9. So there you go. Lots of Xpengs there on display at the Melbourne show, which Riz and I will be there, of course, this weekend. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time as always. Roland, what's coming up on the channel for you?
Nothing yet. Still editing away before we pick up another car in a couple of weeks, which I won't announce yet, but closer to the date, I'll let you all
Wow.
know.
Well, you had the G6 this last week. The video was up.
Yeah. I think it was about a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Got 2 videos. Still got another one on the G6 to put out, and then still got my EV3 one to put out too.
Nice. So make sure you subscribe and support Roland. There it is. This channel there on the screen. Zapped. Awesome. Riz, looking forward to catching up again over the weekend. Should be good.
Yeah, I think it's quite a few bits of activities that are going on. So good thing is we'll generally be inside. So even if it does rain like it has been today, it'll be all right. And yeah, looking forward to the show. If anyone's around, come and say hi to Tom and I. Roland, we will keep an eye out for the G6 Performance. If we can find one, we will ship it over to you.
And I'll drive it down.
You'll drive it down.
Absolutely. Should be good, guys. And thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Sorry about the late start, as I said earlier. Life admin got in the way, but we got there in the end. And if you're going to be there in Melbourne, as Riz said, come and say hello. We'll be there. Well, I'll be there Friday and Saturday. Riz will be there all days, so come and say hello. Should be good.
And on that note, sorry, Tom, I just want to say for all the viewers, if anyone is looking at test driving cars, my recommendation is as soon as you get through the doors, go and find the stand that you want. There's either a test drive stand that's being set up or individually at the manufacturers. Register your name first, because at some of the shows previously, it was all booked out within like the first couple of hours within the day. And there was a lot of disappointed people. So if you are definitely going and you want to get test drives, make sure that's the first thing you do, and then go and walk around.
Yeah, great tip, Roland. Fantastic.
And if you want chauffeur drives or rides with Tom, do hunt him down, and he will, at the very least, point you to where the Spectre is quietly sitting.
That's right. Those test drives aren't free, okay? Just letting you know, right? I work on tips. No, just kidding. I'm not test driving any cars. I'll just be roaming around on stage and saying good day. So yeah, come and say hello. All right. Thanks everyone. Thanks Riz. Thanks Roland. Thanks for a good night. And thank you to our audience as always. Hope you all have a nice weekend, and we shall see you all in Melbourne. If not, we'll see you next time on the show. Thanks everyone, and have a good night. Happy charging.
Thanks all. See you later.
Take care. Bye.